Good morning. Welcome to Taking Stock number 78. Yesterday was my birthday. I referred to it last week as my Beatles' birthday, thus proving my age because no one under the age of about 55 got the joke, but all we 64-year-olds certainly did. I happen to know personally 3 other people who share my birthday. So happy birthday for yesterday, once again, Brian, Yola and David. That made me think about how many other people might share it. So in an idle moment yesterday, it was a district superintendent's meeting, I decided to look up the date and see who else shared my birthday. I was very happy to see that I share my birthday with the 1970s rock star Alice Cooper, Michael Bruce is his real name, the comedians Jerry Lewis and Jenny Eclair, the film director Bernardo Bertolucci, and the actors Leo McKern of Rumpole fame, Jimmy Nail of Auf Wiedersehen Pet, Isabel Huppert, Eric Estrada, he of California Highway Patrol, Graham Cole, who played PC Stamp in The Bill and who's now rebranded himself as Simon McCoy and reads the news on the BBC, and best of all, the actor Trevor Harrison, who plays Eddie Grundy in The Archers. I was intrigued to find I share my birthday also with the British composer John Addison and with the former Governor of the Bank of England Mark Carney, and less pleased to find I have to share it also with former Arsenal footballer Theo Walcott. I'm not going to forget either that my birthday is also the anniversary of the birth of the 4th President of the United States, James Madison. Ba 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 ba. But appalled to discover that I also share it not only with Adolf Hitler's private secretary, Traudl Junge, but also with Dorothea Binz, one of the few women condemned to death for war crimes in post-war Germany. And worst of all, I share it with the most notorious Nazi war criminal of all, Auschwitz Dr. Josef Mengele. At that point, I have to tell you, I stopped looking, just in case someone knew the birth date of Attila the Hun or Judas Iscariot and one or other happened to coincide with mine too. One thing I would say about all those coincidental dates though, they did make me pause and rethink all the sliding doors moments of our lives and my life and what it is, coincidence or guidance, which makes out one life so very different from another. It certainly isn't your star sign though. Traudl Junge was born not just on the same date as the war criminal Dorothea Binz, but on the same day and in the same country and served the same evil regime. Aha, say the devotees of astrology. There you go, that proves it. Except also born on that same day, not just date, was the composer John Addison in Britain and the actor Leo McKern in Australia, who had very different, very much more productive and creative lives than Junge and Binz. And apart from the coincidence of the calendar, which produces politicians and actors and musicians aplenty to share my special day, and yours too, albeit a different bunch of politicians, musicians and actors, unless you share my day as well. The only thing which separates all these people, and of course by extension all other people, is accident of birth, accident of geography, accident of opportunity, and I suppose to some extent personal drive and ambition. Something I read today referenced a book called Cricket, the Game of Life by Skuld Berry. Now, the article I read quoted the author as having done some interesting analysis, saying that very few of the 588 England Test cricketers born in England and Wales have reached the top without the help of at least one of these 4 stepladders. First, a fee-paying school. Second, a close relative who's played either Test or first-class cricket or will do so. 3, professional football. 4, being born in Lancashire or Yorkshire. The majority of the male population does not fit into any of these categories. The waste has been enormous. End quotation. I'm not sure because I haven't read the book, but I think that although the writer makes a valid point, it isn't just true of sport though, is it? It would be interesting to do the research on other professions. How many doctors are the progeny of medics? Sometimes down to 3 or 4 generations. How many ministers are sons and daughters of the vicarage, the rectory or the manse? How many lawyers beget lawyers? How many sons follow their fathers into the military, or teachers look back to parents who are educators? A more pertinent point might be, How much does lack of family wealth or family contacts stifle the creativity of many people in all fields of human endeavour, not just the high profile ones we know about in sport or politics, the law or medicine? I would suggest quite a lot. Whether we like it or not, we are children of opportunity as well as innate ability. We are the product in many ways of the ambition or otherwise of those who shape us, usually parents and the wider family, but also educators and social groups. Now, some of those things we choose for ourselves. I'm sure that many of us look back with either wonder or regret on the people and things which went before, to quote John Lennon in My Life. Because, of course, not everything, of course, is about the tramlines of class, wealth, education or influence. But there's no doubt in my mind that our society can only truly prosper when we learn to accord value and dignity to people, not because of who gave us birth, but actually because of who imbues us with life and instills in us, all of us, unique skills and attributes, none of which deserve to be crushed by circumstance of wealth, poverty or opportunity. It's a proper function of the church, one among many, consciously to act, and sometimes at great cost, as the exemplar of proper influence. We must always seek to remind society of the innate value of every human being, and always seek to nurture the good and the great, not only where and in whom we expect to find goodness and greatness, but in every person with whom God gives us to share these days, these dates, and this world. Stay safe, people.